Alrighty, howdy neighbors, welcome back. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, just for all, blah blah blah. We are back in it, let's go. Why oh why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Any way to find out exactly where he's at the moment? There is a way! That's right, there is a way. What? How? Pretty sure we can find out what Jack Gumshoe is through this. We need. Where is she? Boom.
Take that!
Why are you bringing your friend Siska at a time like this? Oh, I see. I was trying to get in contact with her. Resources are slim, but she's all we have. Francisca. Why does she even want to help us? Edgeworth. What is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client's guilty. But what I'm doing now... I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent. There's no evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say. As Attorney Phoenix Wright to his death. Right. It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears. Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, Bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. I'm probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what you must do. Again, there is a way to get a bad ending. I'm not gunning for it. I want it to be known, I am not gunning for it. If it happens, it will. But it's not my want. March 23rd. 2:35 p.m. District Courtroom number 3. We will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready? Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I can understand why the defense is acting like this. However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? It is nothing, Your Honor. What's wrong with Edgeworth? Something unexpected just happened to him. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, can you please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impact's note? Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that the note is a forgery. What? What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This note was not written by Miss Impact herself. It is a fake. Order, order, order! Mr. Edgeworth, you could explain what's going on. It's not written by Miss Impact and who wrote it. You would need more time for more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida. Mr. Corrida? What? Well. There's Impacts that never left a note after all. Never wrote anything about On Guard. However, Your Honor, even though the note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that. So that fact remains unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, and plotted to possess it. That does sound very plausible. This theory that On Guard had no idea the note was a fake. I think there's a little wrong with it. Let's present some evidence, because we have the camera. The defense believes that the theory the prosecution has stated contradicts testimony. If the prosecution has proven up to this point is true, most Mr. On Guard not to have known it was a fake. Camera.
Take that!
What's the little item called again? A video camera, Your Honor? A very small one, but... Oh, that's right, a camera. Who cares with your fancy toys nowadays? Mr. Edgeworth, earlier, you claimed that Mr. OnGuard knew the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim, isn't that right? If that were true, that means Mr. OnGuard would have known that the victim had forged the note. And then the defendant would know that the note was a fake. If that's true, the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way. Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecution's theory is that what Mr. OnGuard's motive for murder was. It has suddenly disappeared into thin air. But, Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. OnGuard monitored Mr. Corrigan 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. OnGuard didn't know of. We'll right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery in an unknown place? Order, order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like this time you're the one who dug his own grave. As I figured. As you figured? As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you were not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next? What next? If the prosecution can't prove Mr. OnGuard's motive through the evidence, we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand this time. Well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual. It was stuttering, not like him at all. Unusual. Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? The witness is the one who perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder? If possible, who in the person exists can answer that question with such certainty? Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth, who is the witness? It's well, yes, go on, who is it? The man himself, Mr. Shelley the killer. Oh, Mr. the killer. Wait, Shelley the killer. What do you mean? Killer, I mean the assassin. Yes, Your Honor. He's coming here to the witness stand. Well, yes, in a manner of speaking. The witness is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright? Yes. Is it alright with you? I have a choice here. Can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. I think it's really alright to do this. Very well, then the prosecution calls as witness to the stand. Edgeworth, is there no other way left for us? Now then, witness. Your name and your occupation, please. Okay, this is what we're doing. Very good, sir. My name is Shelley the Killer, and I'm a professional assassin. I am dead. Just out and saying it, aren't we? What is going on here? Your Honor. Don't remain so calm. What is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now. And it came with a condition. As long as we don't trace the source, Mr. the Killer will testify to this court. It must be what the urgent phone call he got earlier was about. No, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't be sure that it's really Mr. the Killer himself. Witness, please present some proof that you are, in fact, Shelley the Killer. I understand. Please wait a second. Good lord! My god! I'm so... Maya! Maya! A voice, Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this? The defense has no objections to the person. We're satisfied that this man is indeed Shelley the killer. As we run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many other choice under the circumstances, so... Now then, witness. There's one thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be? At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Juan Corrida. Is this correct? It is as you say, I did indeed kill Mr. Corrida. Why are you nervous? Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. It's just a bad dream. Yeah, that's it, it's a bad dream. I like to kill her. What's he gonna say? About my client. It's something I must first state. You're too indecisive, nothing more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I'm here today on the witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp the concept before I give you the name of my client. Mr. Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. Nee. Well, he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor. Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is not a hypocrite. He has always stood on his own belief. You mean about this trust between his client and himself thing? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Oh, Mr. Wright, are you ready to begin the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. No way to know what's coming next, so stay cool and collected, Phoenix. Disclaimer state, I don't think I needed that. Important! The trust between you and your client. I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my client is discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, that would be quite troublesome. That's why you testify in this manner. It's the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve that killer name so my clients can trust me. What if someone stab you in the back and break your trust? It has never happened before, and if it ever did, yeah? That person wouldn't be my client for very long. That was certainly... That's enough, please no more. Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway. I'm here today on the witness stand. A little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I would think this would be bad for them. It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed rule. The rule? The person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? To the gentleman who spoke just now. Excuse me, but would you care to die? Nope, I didn't say anything. The judge had better watch himself. Doesn't that contradict what he just said? Your client provided service. Sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said your client had broken the rules. A person who frames another person is the worst kind of human. That's why you feel you could betray this person. I have no trust relation to the client who can't understand their assigned role. By luck, an assassin with a conscience. Who would have figured? Me! Every assassin has a code, period. Now then, everyone. Do you think you can understand my logic? This case just keeps getting better and better. If you care, then I'm afraid we can't proceed. Everyone understands your point, I think, really. In that case, I believe I'm prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent. What is it? Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name. If you can't ask it, Mr. Wright, then I will. Witness. And what is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corrida? The person's name is... Adrian Andrews. No. That's wrong. What?
Objection!
Witness. That is not who you told me it was earlier. Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I just think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. He's still trying to go for not guilty. What? This can't be. On the phone earlier. What's going on here? I guess that Mr. Tequila just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back. Edgeworth in the back. There's an order that the audience would get an audience with the court. Mr. Tequila told him a different name. Matt On Guard, perhaps? And then this is outrageous. I was deceived. Witness is telling a very serious lie. If you were the one who summoned this witness, you only to kill her. My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt On Guard. Am I correct? All I wish is to help him procure his acquittal. Wow! All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this. Yeah. Prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided this note, which was a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, the possibility that the defendant himself knew it was a fake. The most definitive of all is that we heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. Tequila's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No. With all this evidence, it's obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt On Guard is innocent. It seems I have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you've reached a verdict. Please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately. But now, with the way it's going, On Guard will be found innocent. The very last chance to save Maya. Yeah, but this is right. The killer is lying. On Guard. And I know he's guilty. So if there's something to do this. Who would have believed the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? For honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Billy the killer is currently lying under oath. It wasn't me. Listen, everyone please, that just now, it was all one big lie. Andrews, the note may have been a fake, but that man, Matt, he is the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death is all because he got pulled into Matt's twisted world. The testimony just now. You have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie. the killer himself had testified. His name to you is blind. No, that's not true. Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife with the button, a gun with the samurai uniform. But that's even our motive. We know that Miss Celeste impacts a large part of your life. You want to follow her. You want to revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reason to want them both dead. No. Mr. Wright. You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me. I know the truth. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I believe we reached the end of this trial. Before I ask the defense for any final words or opinions, I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict to save Maya? Or let this chance away, wait for Gumshoe's new evidence. What to do? I say no. Let's just do it. Phoenix. I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept the not guilty. You are a lawyer. I know. But Matt Ongard is a killer and murderer. I can't let him get away with this. I'll let someone else take the fall. I'll let Miss Andrews be convicted. No better than Ongard. Even though I don't want to admit it, it's the fact. That it's because of Edgeworth that I know the real truth. I've gotten Ongard convicted so many times over. He never took a single one of those chances. If I take this verdict right now, you're betraying his trust. Trust? I never thought about it until now. I trust him. I do. He's a dick. Which means he has your best interest at heart. Yes, you do. Mr. Wright, your opinion, please. The defense requests that we be allowed to further question Mr. DeKiller. Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. The witness is clear to your client. Through his testimony, your job here is done. I'm not done yet. See through witnesses' lies and find the truth. That is my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once those pieces arrive here in the courtroom, a miracle will occur. Very well. The trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, we need to re-establish connection with Mr. DeKiller. Right away, Your Honor. Has the verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About? All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you want from me? Well, actually, we would like to hear everything you know about the case. That is how things are usually done. What are they talking about, usually done? What do we have him testify about now? Mr. DeKiller. If you don't mind, please. Please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Any wonder no one likes to go to court. About my client, part 2. As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did that to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corrido was dead. What's even more appalling It's a creation and planting of the knife and button. That's actually what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. At least he has standards. The most unexpected turn of events. For what, the 5th time now? Yeah, I'm kind of getting over that. However, this time everything has finally been revealed. You lie!
Objection!
Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have the cross-examination to do. But you don't need a question testimony like this, do you, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, the defense will question the witness. That's a very choice here. Ah? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense case. Scrutinize the testimony, then. And I'll expose the lies and oh so beneficial testimony, I suppose. I don't understand what's going on anymore. That makes 2 of us. Cross-examination about my client, part 2. What is Mr. Wright? It's in the wrong way. It might raise suspicions on his end. I have to just need to waste more time. Witness, requesting a hit. Yes. How much is your fee? I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney. If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial. No, I'm not thinking of hiring. Mr. Wright! Yes. Kill me. You're dead, told you. Why would you think something like that, Your Honor? Guilty, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You are hereby declared guilty. Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They're your client, are they not? I would think that most people would have been able to overlook in hiring another to kill. If I had a problem with such a thing, I wouldn't be very effective at my job. Yeah, well, change in occupation might be good for you. However, I will say this. Even though I am the one that has the deed, my clients are always the real guilty party. That goes without saying, Mr. Killer. And they're fated to live with the knowledge of that guilt on their shoulders. However, my client this time thought they could run away from their guilt. Hit him with the button of the knife. Yeah, and my business card. Oh, this card. So that no one has to waste their time, including the police. They always make it a point to make things as easy as possible. Make things easy. My business card makes it easy to identify who carried out the service. We didn't go to his work. But to disregard everything and go with the staff that sees with a knife. I didn't even hide my card from sight. It is something I cannot overlook. It's really hard to tell if he's being truthful or not without him being here. Be the first person discovered body. So you're saying most clients wouldn't do such a thing? That is correct. Usually most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I suggest you plan for your alibi too. No, I already told you I have no intention of using your services ever. I keep looking at me like I'm the one with trial here. But Andrews knew from the very beginning he was dead. From the very beginning. That is correct. From the beginning... No. From before my client visited the room. All of my clients know precisely what the situation is at all times. I wonder if that's really true. That's odd. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the evidence. So why do you think your client did that? What do you mean by why? Well, fiddling around with the scene of the crime is pretty risky. Why would someone who requested a murder go to the crime scene anyway? That is true. I assume it's probably done to frame Mr. On Guard. That's the case. Then why didn't the person just request you do that? Sadly, that is not possible. My job is to kill, that is all. And to leave my business card behind, naturally. And the business card is so my clients may escape blame to protect them from my duty. Even if they say it's for revenge, setting someone else up. Make their fall. As much as I would love to continue, I'm going to end this episode here. I am highly entertained by To Killer, and would love to continue this conversation, but I am gonna have to end it here. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I will see you later.